Welcome back to Portledge basketball here on Sports Cube. We got a good one for you as it's Portledge going up against the Collegiate School in the first round of the NYSAIS New York State Championship playoffs. Portledge come into this one as the 1 seed off of the win last week, guaranteeing them the 1 seed in the PSAA Championship. And Collegiate comes into this one 10-13 on the season, grabbing the lowest seed in the championship. And for Portledge, this is a statement game for them. This is the first time they've been in the NYSAIS State Championship in a long time, and they're led by their star, Zaire Baines, as we see Portledge coming onto the court now, getting ready to go for this one. So as we see them come out, why don't we introduce your Portledge Panthers for today's game. The starting five goes as follows. We've seen it every single time. It's number 23, the star senior in what could be his last game, Zaire Baines. Number 25, the junior, Anthony Follett. The number 2, the guard, the senior, Isaiah Ross. Number 24, the point guard, Joseph Scandalios. And number 21, the shooting guard, the senior, Brandon Lorber. As we see Isaiah Ross in the circle getting ready for tip. Once again, Portledge playing Collegiate from New York City, who come into this one 10-13 on the season. The lowest ranked in the NYSAIS bracket, but at the same time, they're a scroungy team that could pull off an upset here tonight as we are just getting ready for tip-off. Portledge come into this one in a impactful way. They had a big win last week in the championship against the Avenue Aviators, and it was really no contest in that one. Portledge pulled away early, and they became PSAA championships. And once they won that PSAA championship, they got an automatic bid into this tournament, but gained the number 1 seed based off of a strong dominant season, coming to this one 19-4 in the season, 8-0 on the year. As we are ready to go in a do-or-die playoff NYSAIS championship. Here we go. It'll be Ross in the tip. And they're already going to call a violation on Isaiah Ross. He jumped early on that one, so it will be a Collegiate ball. No foul. So for Collegiate, it'll be number 10 bringing it up the ball, Caleb Scherzer. Scherzer to Nuttall. Nuttall, the number 13 on this Collegiate team. Collegiate try and get a basket early, but it'll be rebounded by Brandon Lorber. Now Lorber dishes it to Ross. Ross down court. He has it at the three-point line on the right side. I talked to Coach A.J. Allen pregame. They said they want to use Ross as a key player in this one. They want him to be the person that leads this Portledge offense. They know Baines is going to get double-teamed as they kick to Scandalios. Can't hit it in the state championship. No bucket put in yet by either side. They've each had one possession as Baines plays tight defense. We know Portledge loves to put on the high press. We'll see if they do that soon. Now, here is Scherzer, drives inside. Now he kicks it back out. Collegiate holding. Portledge playing nice defense inside. And this is going to be a foul on number 13. That'll be Teddy Nuttall. It'll be a charge, and it'll be a Portledge ball. It'll be Scandalios to bring it up for Portledge. No buckets in this one so far. We'll see if someone can get it started. Scandalios to Ross. Ross at the logo. We'll see what happens here. Now here is Baines. Baines, he's the Long Island leading scorer, one of the best guards in New York. We'll see what he does here. He had an impressive 31 on the night against Avenues in the PSA Championship, and he gets 2 points to start off here. Portledge are up to a 2-0 lead very early on. Portledge now puts on the high press. They love to do it. Nuttall on the right side for Collegiate is double teamed by Scandalios and Lorber. They'll get it out. This one will be stolen by Baines. Now Baines will bring it down. 2 more. Baines with 4 points in a matter of 30 seconds. And Portledge is out to a 4-point lead early in the NYSAIS Championship. Stolen by Ross. He hit it down, and now Collegiate are going to get called on a 10-second violation, and it'll be a Portledge ball, not being able to break the press. And you can see the worry from the Collegiate head coach on the sideline. He knows that they're in trouble against a very good Portledge side. It'll be Ross inbound at the logo. Portledge, as said before, do have the 1 seed in this game. Talked to Coach A.J. Allen about it. He said it's exciting that they're able to get here in year one. A big movement for this program, especially his first year coaching, as well as now here is Ross still at the three-point line. Scandalios on the left side. Still Ross. Ross will now kick to Follett. Follett driving inside. He's wearing the pink and yellow sneakers, standing out on the court tonight, as here's still Ross now by the logo. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Baines! In and out, no good by Baines. So Collegiate will take it back on the rebound. They still have the high press on. Nuttall now passes it inside. 2 points are in there for number 20, Liam Bard. So Bard gets the scoring started for Collegiate, 4-2. As Ross drives inside, can't get it, rebounded now by Collegiate, and they'll take it down. That one brought down by Caleb Scherzer, and Scherzer will bring it up himself, number 10. Who's Luke Trahan. Trahan passes it right side. Scherzer wanted the three, didn't get it, as now he's still driving. Caleb Scherzer to the basket, and he's going to the line for 2 shots. And the foul here is going to be on, it'll be on Brandon Lorber, his first of the game. Portledge's first foul of the game. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play, and a 4-2 Portledge lead. The first shot is up and good by Caleb Scherzer. 4-3, 4:54 left to go. The winner of this game moves on to play the winner of the 5-4 game, I believe. The 4 seed in that one is Trinity, so shooting violation on Ross, jumped the gun. So it'll be one more shot, even though it wasn't made. Shooting violation gives the other team one more shot. So it'll be Scherzer again for one more. He'll hit it this time, so 3-point given away by Portledge. Tie game 4-4. 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. We expect Portledge to get out to an early lead. They are the heavy favorites in this one as the 1 seed, but we'll see. Collegiate is contesting. Now Baines inside, a bad shot there, and it's rebounded by Collegiate. This one tipped out of bounds, and it'll be a Portledge ball. Ross to inbound. He'll give it to Baines. And Baines will try and settle down this Portledge offense. We haven't seen Ross that much involved shooting in this game. They said they wanted to use him, but they haven't been able to. This is going to be a foul on Portledge. Even though Scandalios hits the 3, it's not going to count. And this one will be going Collegiate's way. It'll be on Baines, so his first. Portledge up to 2 team fouls now on the day. 1 for Baines, 1 for Lorber. And they'll turn it over and give it to Collegiate. Scherzer on the left side, double team by Follett and Scandalios. And this is going to be a foul. It didn't look like anything, but it gets called there on Scandalios. It'll be his second of the game. His first of the game, my apologies. And it'll be a Collegiate ball. Another thing for Portledge has been the meaningless fouls. In that Avenues game, they had 13 team fouls at one point in the third quarter, I believe, which was somewhat crazy, but for them, they love to put on that press, and like we see it, Baines to the basket, goes in and out, no good. He was looking for the foul, but didn't get it. So Collegiate will survive as the press is now back on. They'll kick it left side, Scherzer on the left side, drives inside, he'll kick it out. Looking for the 3 ball, nothing there. Driven inside, the layup is no good, rebounded by Ross. Here is Baines on the left side. Lost his dribble, picks it back up. Now Baines inside, splits the defenders. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Follett. Now Follett puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Collegiate. They'll hold. Teddy Nuttall on the rebound as here comes Collegiate one more time. We've seen Baines put up shots. They haven't been the best opportunities, though. He's had 2 under the basket that he hasn't been able to get great looks on. Here's Jack Patrikoff. Patrikoff dishes it to Scherzer. Scherzer trying to break this Portledge defense as it's stolen by Ross. Ross loses his dribble, and it'll be a Collegiate ball. Portledge is having a very tough time putting points on the board. They've only put up 4 in about now 5 minutes, 3 minutes left to go, as Collegiate will make 2 subs here. It's a 4-4 game and what we expected to be a Portledge show, but That'll have to wait. Collegiate will bring the ball up. Scherzer has it at midcourt. He's pressured by Ross and Follett. He'll bring it up himself. Dishes inside. Lost, stolen by Skandalios. Now here's Baines, feeds to Follett. In for two. 6-4, 2:45 left to go. Skandalios playing hard defense. He'll kick it up court. Now dished to inside. Bad layup, no good. Rebounded by Baines. Here comes Baines. Baines, Follett in the corner. They're going to say that he traveled. It'll be a turnover on Portledge. It'll be going Collegiate's way. So if you're just joining us, it's a 6-4 game with 2:28 left to go in the first quarter of play as this one is stolen by Baines. Baines on the right side. He'll dish it inside to Follett. Follett in for two. A nice play. Puts Portledge up 8-4. 2 minutes left to go. 8-4 game in the first quarter. And now Skandalios is going to be called on another foul. So Skandalios will have two. They're most likely going to take him off to preserve him for foul trouble. They will. They'll bring on number 51, Brandon Torres. Torres with the number change in this one. Left his jersey at home today. So he has a different jersey in this game. So it'll be Collegiate to bring it up as they are trying to respond. It's an 8-4 game. This one almost stolen by Baines. He had it, but couldn't get it. Now dished on the left side. This is going to be thrown out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Collegiate. It'll be going Portledge's way, and Collegiate need a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, their first of the half. Each team has two 60s to 30 timeouts in the game, so Collegiate will get one in early. 1:55 left to go. Here in the NYSAIS State Championship, number 1 Portledge going up against number 8 Collegiate here on SportsCube. It's great to have you with us today. Daniel Shalom here from the Portledge School. Portledge looking to advance to the semifinals. They have not won a NYSAIS in their history. They've been to the final but lost, and they are looking to get there this year with their core that they love in that senior core of Baines, Ross, Follett, and Skandalios. But you can't count out the two underclassmen of the junior of Anthony Follett and the freshman Brandon Torres. Torres is a leader on this team, and he's here to stay for a long time. They love him on this team. Coach A.J. Allen loves him. And, you know, we were talking about him about being the 1 seed, and he said, you know, he thought that Collegiate had the advantage. They're about double the Portledge population in size, and they're an all-boys school, so they just have more population to pick from in their teams. He knows that this game is not going to be easy, even though Portledge is the favorite. That's what he said in the other game, was we see Lorber hit a three. Where did that come from? Brandon Lorber pulls a three out of his pocket, and it's 11-4 Portledge. Pressure on. Lorber almost stole it again. He's feeling himself as now the double team is on. Collegiate will kick it right side, trying to bring it up the court. Follett had it, and it was knocked out by Ross, and it'll be going Portledge's way. What a play there. The momentum shifting. 11-4, 1:26 left to go in the first quarter. Here comes Zaire Baines across midcourt for Portledge. Baines, the all-time Long Island leading scorer, puts some more on the board. He had 31 in the game in the PSAA championship, and he already has 7 here tonight in the first quarter, on track to break his record from Avenues the other day. As Collegiate just trying to get something on the board. Portledge's lead is up to 10 in a 14-4 game. This one bounces up high. The rebound there is put in by Teddy Nuttall to make it a 14-6 game. Here comes Ross. 40 seconds left on the clock. Shot clock is on. So each team will have one possession before the end of the quarter. Here's Baines. Baines trying to put it in for Portledge. Baines bags! Zaire Baines with 30 seconds left to go makes it a 11-point game for Portledge. 17-6. Baines now on track to surpass his scoring from last game. He has 10 in the first quarter of play. We've seen him get out to hot streaks. He had around 26 in the first half alone in that game against Avenues. So Baines will bring it up with 15 seconds left to go to close out this quarter for Portledge. They started off slow, but the dominance has come. Here is Baines. Baines right side dribbling, trying to cross someone up. Baines! Shot is no good. It was way short, as Collegiate will just try and put it up. They will not. So Portledge goes into the end of the first quarter up by 11, 17-6. It can't be understated if you're just joining us that it's been an easy game for Portledge. It's been anything but that. They only had 4 points in the first 5 minutes of the game, and then once they got to that point, then they really activated themselves. Baines got hot, putting in 2 threes towards the end, and it is looking really good for this Portledge team. 17-6 at the end of the first. We'll see what comes in the second. You know, and Coach A.J. Allen, loved talking to him. He said once again, you know, Ross is going to be that go-to guy tonight. They know that Baines is going to especially get double-teamed after this first quarter, and they know that now they're going to need to make sure that Baines is available and ready to go. But at the same time, once they see that double team coming to Baines, they're going to kick it to Ross and Follett. They're the 2 best other players on this team besides Baines, and they love getting Follett involved. If you were just joining us, Follett had a pair of buckets in this first quarter, had a couple nice layups, as he'll try and extend that. But Baines already with 10, Portledge in a little bit of foul trouble. Scandalios with 2 fouls already in this one. Otherwise, they're all good. But they will start off with the players they had on the court to end the first quarter. Baines, Ross, Follett. It'll be Lorber and Torres for Portledge. Here comes Baines. Baines is going to get fouled immediately, and it'll take it from the side. Foul here is going to go on, I believe, number 20. So Portledge will get the ball. As here is Baines. Baines at half court. He'll dish it to Ross. Ross wants the 3, but not a 3-point shooter. Here's Follett, the 3-point shooter. Follett holding at the Portledge logo on the left side. He'll dish to Torres. Torres, the freshman. Can't get it. Too hard on the shot. As here comes Collegiate down court, breaking that Portledge press once again. Just inside. They're holding. Now, by the baseline. This one thrown away, stolen by Baines. Baines down court. Tried to get the dunk, but he'll settle for 2. Baines with a 12 in this one. 7 minutes left to go. Ball almost fumbled there by Collegiate, but they'll hold. As now this one's just right side. Collegiate just playing a little bit too simple as they put in 2. They've been making that extra pass when maybe they've wanted to shoot. So here's Baines. He wanted it from the logo. You could see it. We'll see what he does. Baines drives inside. Now he'll put up 2 and 1. He'll go to the line for 1 more on the blocking foul. And now Portledge are really taking control of this game. Zaire Baines with already 14 points, looking to make it 15 at the line in a 21-8 game. Portledge leading by 13. Baines makes the extra point. So now 15 for Baines in a matter of 9 minutes. As the high press is still on here, driven all the way down court. The layup is no good, way too strong. Rebounded by Follett. He'll come up with it. Here comes Anthony Follett. Follett down court, wants to do it himself. Short, tried to get his own rebound, couldn't. As now Collegiate will bring it up court. Jack Patrikoff for Collegiate, left side. Patrikoff dishes cross court. Nuttall. Scherzer has it. Scherzer lays it in for 2. 22-10. Down court, Follett. Follett pulls up. Too short. No good. 22-10. Portledge lead at 12. 6 minutes in the second quarter. Left side. Just at the front. Here is Scherzer. Scherzer leaves it. Stolen by Follett. Follett contesting. Didn't get to steal it. But now on the baseline, the shot is too hard. Lorber almost had it. He wanted a foul there. And now will get a Portledge ball. The foul is going to be on number 11, Luke Trahan for Collegiate, and it'll be a Portledge ball. Collegiate with 3 team fouls in this one, Portledge with 4. As Baines brings up the ball, we saw him give the hand to Coach A.J. Allen, saying, I'll do it myself. We'll see what he cooks up. Here is Baines. Baines drives to the basket, leaves it for Lorber, who's trying to hit the set play, but it'll be intercepted, and still a Portledge ball as A.J. Allen having some words with the referee. We'll see what Collegiate comes up with on the defensive side of the ball as Portledge are ready to inbound. Baines will give it to Ross. Ross on the right side. He'll leave it for Follett. Follett back to Baines. Baines rifles it cross court. In heavy traffic, he gives the ball away as here comes Collegiate. Left side. Holding. Scherzer. Scherzer has, he drives inside. Scherzer to the basket. Puts it in for 2. Tough layup there for Caleb Scherzer. He puts it in. He has 6 points in this game. Here's Follett. Follett drives to the basket. Trying to get the foul and 1. Follett gets 2. The foul goes on number 13, Teddy Nuttall, and Follett is going to the line for 1 more. He now has 6 in the game. Follett for the extra point. It is good. 25-12 your score. And Portledge wants a timeout. They're looking good so far. It is 25-12 in this one with 4:47 left to go in the second quarter of play. Both teams have 4 fouls respectively as Portledge are looking very good out of the second quarter of play. The one thing that they've struggled with is giving up those easy baskets. Collegiate have been barely able to break the press, but when they do break the press, they're getting inside and they're laying it in. Once again, if you're just joining us, it's a 25-12 game with 4:47 left to go in the second quarter. Portledge leading by 13 as they are looking to win and go to the semifinals of the NYSAIS State Championship, which if they win, will be held here at home. Collegiate, of course, looking for that not to happen. We'll see what they respond with coming out of this quarter. So 4:47 left to go. We see Collegiate come back on. We'll see what Coach A.J. Allen has drawn back up for these Panthers. As now they are ready to go. The 5 on the floor for your Panthers are going to be the same as before. Torres, Baines, Ross, Lorber, and Follett. As here come Collegiate fast. Left side of the court, stolen by Follett. Now here's Follett. Follett drives to the basket. Here he is. He lays it in for 2. Anthony Follett has gotten hot in the second quarter. He has 9. 9 points for Follett as Collegiate want to respond. They're down now by 15, 27-12. Scherzer to the basket, too hard on his layup. Rebound comes to Collegiate, so he'll get it back. Now it'll be Scherzer again. Scherzer leaves it for Collegiate. Looking for the 3, wasn't there. Now right side, kicked back outside, stolen by Follett. The 6'3" shooting guard. Baines goes around his 360, but he gets blocked going up to the basket as it'll be Portledge ball. It'll be Baines to inbound for Portledge in a 27-12 game. 4 minutes left to go. Ross in the paint. He'll bring it out. Ross drives. Puts it in, no good. Gets his own rebound, doesn't go in. So neither goes in there for Portledge as Collegiate have it. Ross almost stole it. He wanted it, didn't get it. Now Collegiate moving the ball around. Reverse layup is no good. Rebounded by Torres. Torres is going to bring it up for Portledge. Here is the freshman, Brandon Torres. Drives to the basket. Torres, and 1 on the block. 29-12. Torres extends the lead to 17 on the foul. He'll go to the line to make it a 3-point play here with 3:30 left to go in this NYSAIS quarterfinal game. Torres can't put it in for one more, as now Collegiate will try and bring it back up. Stolen by Baines. Here is Baines. Baines kicks to Follett, right side. Follett, and one! Oh no, they're gonna call a charge on Follett. This is gonna be a Collegiate ball, so the foul will go on Follett. We thought we had it, but the knee, they're gonna say charged into the Collegiate defender. So it'll be a charge on Anthony Follett, his first foul of the game, and it'll be a Collegiate ball. 29-12 still in this game. Torres couldn't hit his free throw shot, so it stays a 17-point game as Collegiate haven't put a point on the board in about 2 minutes. Here's Collegiate just trying to get something going. They've had opportunities, they just haven't reacted fast enough to this Portledge defense. Driven inside, the layup is good. Layup there by number 13, Teddy Nuttall. As now here's Follett. Follett tried to reverse lay. It's his favorite trick, but can't get it as it's a 29-14 game. Portledge up by 15 in the second quarter, 2:40 left to go. Collegiate driving again. This is what I'm talking about. They've had the opportunities to shoot, they just pass it off at the wrong times. Scherzer kicks inside, stolen by Ross to Baines down court. Baines in for two. Baines now with 17 on his docket and a 31-14 game. Portledge up by 18. Driven to the basket. Ross wanted to block it, but he'll receive the foul after he slapped number 13, Teddy Nuttall. So the foul goes on Ross, his first of the game. Portledge up to 16 fouls now on the day. And it'll be to the line for Teddy Nuttall. In by Nuttall, 31-15. The lead is cut to 16. One more coming for Nuttall in a 31-15 game. Nuttall waiting for his free throw. Nuttall will not make it, but same thing again. They're going to say Ross jumped the line, and it'll be one more free throw coming up for Collegiate. So it is short, rebounded by Baines. Baines leaved it for Lorber, couldn't get it. Lorber comes up with it. Now Lorber, no good. They're going to call travel. It'll be a Collegiate ball on the turnover. Player down for Collegiate was number 11, Luke Trahan, but we'll see if they take him off or keep him on. He seems fine, as now Torres almost got it. Loose ball on the inbound. Trahan will dish it inside to Nuttall. Now Nuttall gives it off. Trahan at the key, drives to the basket, in for 2 points. We've not seen a three-point attempt by Collegiate in this game, so 2 points there by Trahan. As Torres will try and respond. Ross on the left side by the Portledge logo. He hasn't been an influential player in this game as his shot is too hard, no good on the three-point attempt. They don't love when he takes that three-pointer. He's definitely a two-point shooter. As now, Collegiate can't come up with the ball, and this will go out of bounds. Ball thrown down court for no reason. So it'll be a Portledge ball with 1:17 left to go. 14-point game, 31-17 in the Panthers' favor. Here comes Baines. Baines for Portledge will bring it past Logo. 31-17, 1:05 left to go in this game. Here is Baines. And they're going to call a foul on Dan Onkoronko. And it'll be a Portledge giving up the ball. Portledge turnover, Collegiate ball there on the foul by Onkoronko. Inside, the layup is no good. Rebounded by Collegiate. Scherzer fighting for the ball with Torres. It'll be a jump ball going in Collegiate's favor. So it'll stay a Collegiate ball. 31-17, 52 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And this one will be a foul, and it'll be on 25, Anthony Follett. So Follett will take the foul. Now Collegiate in the 1-and-1 bonus, so they'll go to the line for twos. Now we see Eli Sandy coming on for Anthony Follett. They're just trying to preserve him out of foul trouble, Follett. They need him in this game, so Sandy, the senior, a leader on the JV team, will come on for Portledge. Free throw is short there on the 1-and-1 by Trahan, as here is Baines. Baines went around, gives it up. He's had a couple turnovers in this game. Now down court, waited for the defender to move. It was blocked by Onkoronko. Now the layup is no good. Out-rebounded Ross was, but it'll be a Portledge ball. So Baines will bring it up after the Collegiate turnover. Baines past half court, 14 seconds, shot clock is off. Ross, left side, they're gonna leave him wide open. Ross overshoots it by a lot. It was rebounded by Onkoronko. It'll be a jump ball going to Portledge. Ross now 0 for 2 on three-pointers in this game. Sandy to inbound for Portledge. Sandy will leave it for Baines. Baines now, 5 seconds. We'll see if he pulls the trigger. Baines inside at the buzzer. Got it. Baines puts 2 in for Portledge at the buzzer. They'll go in with a 16-point lead. Baines with 19 in the game. So 33-17 Portledge, and what can be described as a dominant first half. We'll see if they can continue it going into the second. But Portledge up by 16 in the first and second quarter. They'll take the lead going into half. We'll be back in about 8 minutes with special guest Luca Williams. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to Portledge basketball. My apologies. No special guest of Luca Williams. He had to leave, but I do promise you special guest of Anthony Follett right after the game. He'll come over and give us a little post-game interview. As for Portledge, they're leading 33-17 in this one going into the third quarter of play. Now for the Panthers, the first half can only be described as dominant. They were really pushing it in that one. Baines with 19 in the first half, looking to get to that mark of 32, which he's been averaging every single game. We'll see if he can do it as he points now to the crowd. Collegiate will have the ball. They've had an okay first half, not being able to capitalize really on their chances that much. So we'll see if that can change starting in the second half of play. Once again, Daniel Shalom with you here from the Portledge School, 33-17. 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Portledge looking to advance to the NYSAIS semifinals. Collegiate will start off with the bang. They'll put it in for two, 33-19. 14-point game, no worry here for Portledge. You're ready to go in this one. Scandalios will bring it up past half court. Here is Ross. Ross feeds it to Baines. Now back to Ross. Ross is going to get called on, not going to be on Ross, it'll be a block, so it'll be on Collegiate. Scandalios will inbound, he'll give it right to Ross, and now it'll be a Collegiate ball. Fouls on Anthony Follett on the push, his third of the game early. Here comes Collegiate. They're looking to get back into this game. They've already had one bucket in the second half as this one is given away on a bad pass. Baines will bring it up for Portledge. Here is Baines. Baines, three-point line. Too hard. In and out, no good. So it'll be rebounded by Collegiate. They'll bring it up. 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter of play. Here is Trahan. Trahan will give it to Scherzer. Scherzer on the right side for Collegiate. Now back at the top, Scherzer. Trahan dished it off to Patrikoff. Now back to Scherzer. Scherzer at the three-point line. Not one three-pointer taken by Collegiate in the whole game. This two, long two is good by Patrikoff. Patrikoff in the assist. That bucket was made there by number 10, Caleb Scherzer. So the Portledge lead is quickly shrunk back down to 12 after they're up by 16 to start this second half. It'll be Ross to bring it up for Portledge. Here's Ross. Ross right side. They'll leave it for Baines. Baines came out of nowhere on a set play. Baines to the basket. In for two. He's looking for the foul on the N1. And he's down on the court. Seems to be okay as he'll jog back up. Baines now with 21 in this game. Inside. Ball almost stolen. Now stolen, but given away by Ross. Trahan will put it in for two more. A 12-point game. Collegiate have come out hot in this third quarter. Here is Ross trying to settle the play and get it started for Portledge. Ross leaves it for Follett. Follett drives inside. There it is, Anthony Follett. 2 points. He has 11 on the day. And it's a 37-23 lead. Portledge's lead back up to 14. In for two. There's a nice play there by Trahan. And it's still a 12-point game. Here's Follett. Dishes it to Scandalios. Now Scandalios to Baines. Here is Zaire Baines. He is at the top of the key. Baines dishes it hard. He was looking for Ross. Gives it away. Trahan gives it right back to Scandalios. Scandalios to Lorber. Lorber to Ross. Ross back to Lorber. Now Lorber in the corner to Baines. Baines! Shot not close. That was good ball movement, but picked the shot at the wrong time. Now pressured hard, and this is going to be a foul on Ross. Ross is second in the game. And now it'll be a collegiate ball. Left side. Scherzer. First three taken by Collegiate is no good. So here comes Baines. Baines to Follett. Follett drives, and he loses it. Collegiate ball. They definitely have some momentum here. It's a 12-point, 37-25 game. Portledge needs a timeout early in this one. Pressure on them, 37-25. 4 minutes left to go. It'll be a 30-second timeout, their first of the second half. And why don't we look back at these Panthers season right here as we see Ross drawing up a play for Portledge, taking the role of Coach A.J. Allen. Now for these Panthers, they had a very breezy PSAA playoffs after the first round game. That first round game against Knox was their most challenging game, where they only won by 6 points, 54-48. But from there, it was smooth sailing. The opponents got easier in the fact of Stony Brook, which they beat by 20, and then right after that, beating Avenues 81-55 in a game where they knew that they were going to get a PSAA chip. Portledge is trying to keep that pressure up. They want to bury the hatchet and get to the semifinals of this NYSAIS championship. Collegiate not going down without a fight, as it'll be a collegiate ball. They'll look to get within 10 on this possession. Trahan leaves it. Now, driving inside. The shot is no good, too hard. Rebounded by Collegiate. Portledge got out-rebounded there. Scherzer dishes inside, blocked by Ross. Now right side, the three is no good. Second three missed, and this will come off. I saw it come off of Collegiate, but it's going to be ruled off of Portledge. It'll stay collegiate ball. Patrikoff loses it. Now here comes Baines. Baines is fouled, and they'll shut down the play, purposely taking that foul there. Trahan. So it'll be a Portledge ball. It'll be Follett to inbound for Portledge. Follett to Baines. Baines at the three-point line wants to pull it. He'll dish it to Lorber in the corner. Now Lorber back to Baines. Here is Baines. Baines inside to Ross. And we'll see what the call is. I'm pretty sure it's going to go against Collegiate. So it will be on number 13 there. It'll be on Caleb Scherzer. No, it will be on Teddy Nuttall as Portledge get it right back. Here is Baines at the three-point line. Baines, three-pointer. Good! It was a deep three. Made it in. Extends Portledge's lead to 15. Almost stolen by Lorber. Now driven inside here. Nuttall leaves it off for Tran. Now inside the basket is good there by number 20, Liam Baird. Baines takes down a guy in the process, goes to the basket, leaves it for Lorber on a beautiful play. Lorber puts it in for two. He has 5 on the day. Collegiate will try and break the press. Stolen by Ross. Ross now to Baines. They're going to say that Baines traveled. It'll be a collegiate ball. The Portledge lead has grown up to 15 again, 42-27 in this one. With 2:19 left to go in the third quarter and what should be an exciting finish. This game definitely not out of question. This is a double dribble here on Collegiate, and it'll be a Portledge ball. So it'll be a Portledge ball off the turnover by Collegiate. Baines to bring it up. Here is Baines. Baines, left side, leaves it off. Three-pointer, no good. There by Lorber. It'll be rebounded by Scherzer. Scherzer brings it up for Collegiate. Scherzer leaves it off for Roselbloth. Now inside, it'll be Roselbloth for three. And it was a courageous shot, but it'll be put in on the rebound by Teddy Nuttall. 13-point game, 42-29. 1:40 left to go in the third quarter in an exhilarating game here from the Wellington Gym at the Portledge School. Baines has it at the three-point line. Baines, crossover move, 1 and 3. He is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 3 shots. Fouls on number 11 there, Luke Trahan, and it will be 3 shots coming up for Baines. First one is missed by Baines. Baines has now 21 in this game, and Portledge are now leading by 14, 43-29. They'll try and make it a 15-point game as Ross will look for the rebound on this one. No need for it, though. So Baines will make 2 out of 3. Follette comes off and makes space for Torres, as now Collegiate will try and respond. Then a 44-29 game. Scandalios pressuring hard. Collegiate break the press. Now right side. The three-pointer was not meant to be. And there'll be 2 shots off the foul by Torres. Going to the line will be number 13, Teddy Nuttall. Once again, Daniel Shallon with you here on Sports Cube in the NYSAIS Championship here from the Portledge School. Portledge are up 44-30 in a 14-point game with 1:15 left to go in this third quarter of play. If you're just joining us, Portledge has not had a lock on this game the entire time. They struggled in the first quarter, then pulled away, but Collegiate started off hot in this third quarter, cutting the lead to 12, and now it is a 14-point game. Ross gets flagged again, his 3rd time this game, jumping the free throw line before the ball was shot, giving the Collegiate player another opportunity to make his free throw. So now the second opportunity is still no good, as Baines will bring it up for Portledge. Here is Baines. Baines brings it down court, loses it, picked up by Collegiate. They'll toss it now inside. Scherzer. Jump ball. Scandalios was pressuring hard. It'll stay. It'll go to Portledge off of the jump ball. So it'll be Ross to bring it up. Under a minute left to go in the third quarter. 44-30. Baines right side by the three-point line. Baines! An epic three-pointer! Zaire Baines hits it while he falls down. The lead is up to 17. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. What a play by Zaire Baines. And now this will be a foul on Isaiah Ross. It'll be a Collegiate ball still. Baines with 24 in this game, making up more than half of Portledge's points. 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Shot clock is off. Collegiate can hold the whole possession if they please. Three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Ross. 15 seconds. Baines will slow it down and hold for the last shot of the third quarter. 10 seconds left. Now 5. Baines. We'll see what he does. He'll leave it. Tosses it long to Lorber. Lorber can't put it in at the buzzer. So Portledge will go into the last quarter with a 17-point lead. 47-30 in this one. They pushed hard in this third quarter, and it's given them a sizable lead. We'll see if they can carry that into the rest of this game, especially this fourth quarter. It's going to be a tough one. Collegiate still not going down. They are here to stay till the end of this game. Now for Portledge, they've really dominated. Baines can't be understated his contributions. 31 last game, 24 with a quarter left in this one. Follett with 11. Torres with 5. Oh, sorry, Lorber with 5. I got my Brandons confused there. And that makes up your scoring for Portledge in a dominant affair in this one. It is a 47-30 game. Portledge are up by 17, and all they do is got to hold till the end of this one, and they'll be good to go to the semifinals of the NYSAIS Championship. The 4 or the 5 seed of the winner of this game. So we'll see who Portledge will end up playing if they do win. So now it'll be brought up here by Collegiate. They got pressured hard. They still have it. Not all dishes. Right side to Scherzer. Scherzer on the baseline. Scherzer back now over. Double teamed by Ross and Baines. Foul. It'll be a push here on. It'll be a push on Torres. So the foul goes on Brandon Torres. And it'll still be a Collegiate ball. Inside, the two-pointer is good there by number 10, Caleb Scherzer. 15-point game now. Portledge looking to get into the semifinals of the NYSAIS Championship as the number 1 seed. Here is Baines. Kick it cross-court to Lorber. Now Torres. Torres back to Lorber. Lorber has it inside to Ross. Ross triple teamed, and it'll be a Collegiate ball. The foul will be on Ross on the elbow, so it'll be a Collegiate basketball. Ross in this game now has 3 fouls on himself. So it'll be Follett to substitute in for Ross. He's had an all right game himself. I wouldn't say great, but he's been doing well, as now it'll be Collegiate ball. Collegiate, once again, the number 8 seed in the NYSAIS bracket. There's 8 teams. Them being the worst, coming in 10-13 in this game with a losing percentage. This foul will go on Baines. And for Portledge, they're 19-4, 8-0 PSAA championship winners, a resume that cannot be understated in any game. They are one of the best teams on Long Island and arguably in Class B in the state of New York. Now driven inside. This one no good. Rebounded by Lorber. Baines to Follett. Follett dishes it off. Torres, short. He cannot hit it. As now here come Collegiate. They'll look to get in the corner to get that 3-point try. Patrikoff dishes it back to Scherzer. Now Patrikoff. Patrikoff for Collegiate. He'll leave it for Trahan. One and ones coming up. Portledge already in the giving Collegiate the bonus. It'll be on Skandalios, the foul. Skandalios is 3rd of the game. Portledge in big foul trouble. 7 fouls in this entire game already. So we're just waiting for the referees to get back started. If you're just joining us, Portledge are up by 15 in this one, 47-32 in the 4th quarter, 6:15 left to go. Daniel Shalom with you here on Sports Cube, as we'll see what the call is. I believe there's a mix-up with the books here in this delay. Both our scorebook, the Portledge scorebook, and the Collegiate scorebook recording 2 different things. The ref just trying to sort that one out, and then we can resume play. The 5 on the floor for Portledge are Skandalios, Torres, Baines, Follett, and Lorber. we talked to Coach A.J. Allen, the head coach of the Portledge program, pregame, and he said that they've had a lot of good accomplishments, and them being the #1 seed in the NYSAIS championship is just one of those accomplishments. He said that they love the work that they've been putting in. They've been in this gym early on Saturday mornings, late every single night, really just priming themselves for, evidently, this championship run in the state championship. He said they want to be more physical today. He doesn't think that they were physical enough in the Avenues game, even though they won by 36. And we're still waiting. The delay is on these scorebooks here. The scorebooks waiting for them to be worked out. They will say it is now 1-1 for Collegiate. Once again, 47-32 in Portledge's favor. It'll be 1-1s to Collegiate in the bonus. So the first one is no good, way short. Rebounded by Torres. Here comes Baines. Baines pushes off hard, and this is going to be a foul. And to the line will be for 1-1s. Baines pushed off hard there. He now has 3 fouls in this game. Portledge's team foul marks up to 8. I thought there would be 1-1s on that, but no 1-1 since it was an offensive foul. But this Portledge crowd getting loud. Crowd getting loud here for Portledge. Collegiate are going to try and bring it up. It's a travel. Turnover. Panther ball. The Collegiate head coach shaking his head in disbelief of what he just saw. Skandalios will inbound. He'll give it to Baines. As now, Portledge will try and juice this clock till the end. 6 minutes left to go to get to the PSAA semifinals. Baines is not going to be called. It'll be a block here, so it'll stay a Portledge ball. Torres will leave it for Baines. Baines, 24 points in this one. Skandalios, got it! Joseph Skandalios puts in 3 points, his first triple of the game. Portledge's lead up to 18. One of the toughest players on this team. Now Collegiate will try and respond in and out, no good. Skandalios will come down with the rebound. He's an animal on the court. Skandalios again. Airballs it. Just a little short there. Everyone laughing though, it's A-okay. 50-32, still Portledge up by 18. As now, Collegiate will bring it up back up the court. Driven inside. Now, holding at the top of the key, Collegiate have it on the right side. Driven inside. Good. No and one. The foul is going to be on Follett. It'll be Follett's 4th of the game, 1 away from fouling out. But at this point, I feel as if Portledge would be comfortable with him not on the court. So it'll be 2 shots coming up here for number 11, Luke Trahan, in an 18-point game. First one is made, so 50-33, 17-point game. The second one, good. So both are made there by Trahan, and Baines will bring it back up for Portledge. 16-point game, 50-34. 5 minutes in the 4th quarter. Here is Baines. He's gonna drive to the basket, leaves it now. Stolen by Trahan. Trahan to the basket. He'll put it in for 2 points. Lead quickly cut to 14 by Collegiate.
Here comes Baines back up the court. You can see the anger in his eyes. We'll see if he pulls it. He'll leave for Lorber inside, a beautiful play. Portledge respond, 52-36. It is a 16-point lead. This one's almost stolen. It'll come off of Follett's fingers, and it'll be a collegiate ball. Collegiate still fighting in this one. 16 points is only the margin of difference between these two teams. The layup there missed. Here comes Skindalios down the court. He will leave it for Lorber. Now Lorber gives it to Torres. Torres drives inside. Brandon Torres to the basket. No good. And they're going to call a goaltending there on Follett for trying to put that ball in. So it'll go to Collegiate as they'll throw it long, inbounds. And now left there for Trahan. Trahan on the left side. Stolen, oh. It was a good steal, but they'll call the foul on Baines. Baines is fourth of the game. And to the line for 1-and-1s is number 24 Collegiate, Liam Bard. Bard will go to the line here for 2 shots in the double bonus. Bard with a crazy arc, doesn't even hit the basket here on his first shot. The second shot is in. And Collegiate is going to want a 30-second timeout in a 15-point game with 3:52 left to go in this fourth quarter of play. Once again, if you're just joining us, Daniel Shalom with you here on Sports Cube. Make sure to like, follow on Instagram, subscribe, and to keep the latest on the Portledge boys basketball team. And also, if you're not following on Instagram, go follow Portledge_VBB. That is the official Instagram of the Portledge boys basketball team. So stay tuned there for all the latest updates on this team throughout the entire playoffs. It is a 52-37 game in this one with 3:52 left to go in the fourth quarter of this game. We'll see who Portledge brings on. It'll be the 5 of Skindalios, Ross, Follett, Baines, and Torres. And stay tuned after this game for possibly a quick interview with Anthony Follett following the conclusion of this one. Baines will inbound to Skindalios. Collegiate was putting on the press. Now here's Follett falling away, puts it in for 2. It was a nice basket there. Follett up to 13 in the game. Now, driven inside by Collegiate. They lose it. Now, on the other side, the three-pointer there is short, no good. Rebounded there by Collegiate. That one there put in by Teddy Nuttall in a 15-point, 54-39 game. Baines now driving. He loses the ball, and this will be a foul here on Nuttall. So it'll be a Portledge ball. They're not in the bonus yet. Need one more. Baines has it on the left side of the play. Baines fighting, gets it stolen from him. This one left now for Scherzer. His basket too strong, but there to put it back in was indeed Trahan. So still a 13-point game coming down to the wire. This one almost stolen by Collegiate. It'll be a Portledge ball. 2:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. You can tell Collegiate are not going to give up anytime soon. As now here is Baines. Baines will have it for Portledge. Baines alley-oop to Ross. Couldn't get it. So no bucket there. as Collegiate will take it back, trying to cut this lead even more than they already have. Now, on the right side, Trahan. Trahan tried to get it stolen by Follett, then given to Baines. Baines gets it blocked. Oh, my. Baines gets blocked. He was a little too casual with the lay, and now going the other way, it'll be not put in for two. It's in a wide open bucket, but now Baines will have it. And it is an alley-oop slam! Left off the backboard for Ross. The crowd going crazy, 56-41. Off the bucket by Ross on the slam. And Collegiate need a timeout to calm themselves down. So actually no timeout, it'll just be substitution. And now Baines will bring it up for Portledge. They'll get the ball right back. Still a 15-point game. Baines is fouled. It'll be 1-and-1s coming up for this Portledge team now. So we'll see 4 people come on here for Portledge. It'll be Mustafavi, Nick Siller, Dan Ankaronkro. We thought it'd be Eli Sandy, but he'll wait till the next buzzer. Coming off for Portledge are the stars of Follett, Ross, and Joseph Skandalios. Baines will stay on the floor. He'll put in one more. Now is 25. And he will have one more coming up. Baines will go in. So it'll be 26 for Baines. As now Collegiate will try and do something. 58-41 this game. Out of reach. Portledge up by 17 with 1:30 left to go. The three-pointer there by Collegiate, no good. Rebounded by Mustafavi. We'll see if he can change his face and become hot. Not ice cold. He was practicing his threes pre-game. He'll leave it for Torres. Torres, two-pointer is no good. Rebound will be off of Collegiate. It'll stay a Portledge ball. Now number 10, Caleb Scherzer, will come off. But Torres controlling for Portledge. Torres drives inside. Nice move. Layup, no good. Can't get it in. And this will be a foul going the Collegiate way. So, with this win today, Portledge will be advancing to the NYSAIS semifinals. They will host it on Friday. That'll be the winner of the game, which has not been determined yet. The 4 or the 5 seed in that one. We're not sure who it will be yet, but it'll be one of those, and it'll be a home game for Portledge before the final on Sunday. If they get to the final, we'll see if it is possible for them. They'll be playing the winner of the Trinity Fieldston game, which was occurring at the same time. We don't know who's winning in that one yet, but the winner of Trinity Fieldston will travel here to Portledge for a 5 p.m. start on Friday night in the semifinals of the NYSAIS Championship. So, one free throw made there as it's a 58-42 game. We'll see which player can put in a bucket here for Portledge. Sandy is on now for Portledge as well. Torres will leave it for Sandy. Here's Eli Sandy. Sandy drives to the basket through traffic. The layup is just a little too strong. It'll be a double dribble on Collegiate. It'll be a Portledge ball. This game over 58-42, 56 seconds to end this game out. It'll be Mustafavi to inbound here for Portledge. Mustafavi to Torres. Torres is going to be grabbed, and there'll be 1-and-1s coming up for Brandon Torres. Torres makes his first, 59-42. Once again, thank you for joining us tonight here on Sports Cube. It's been a great one. Portledge now winning 60-42, up by 18. In what can only be described as a dominant Panthers victory. We'll see if any of our guys can get some points before the end of the game. Mustafavi did foul, so going to the line for 3 shots will be number 2, Jeremy Rosenblatt. Once again, we will see if we can get Anthony Follett post-game for a couple words about this game, and then from there we'll send you on your way for the rest of your night here on this Wednesday evening. So that one is good. Here's the third one by Rosenblatt in a 60-42 game. No good. Here is Torres. Torres is going to get fouled. So it'll be Torres once again for 2 more shots. He'll make his first. And on this next possession for Collegiate, there'll be a 1-second difference between shot and game, meaning Portledge will get the ball back one more time. No good by Torres. Collegiate will bring it up one more time. We'll see what they do with it. Sandy playing nice defense here. Is now inside Mustafavi, defending hard. They'll kick it right side. 15 seconds left in this one. Driven inside. No good on the basket. Rebounded by Sandy. So now Sandy will go to the line for 2 shots. Not sure why Collegiate is even fouling in this one. They know it's over. 61-42, 6.5 seconds left on the game clock. Sandy for 2 shots coming up. First one is good by Sandy. A great player, a great guy. Everyone loves him. Here's the second one by Sandy. It's good. Coach A.J. Allen turns on the press. As Portledge intensely will end up winning this game. Late basket is in at the buzzer, but in the end, it's a 19-point Panthers victory. They're moving on to the semifinals of the NYSAIS Championship, playing either Trinity or Fieldston here on Friday night here at 5 p.m. See if we can be here with you, but in the end of this one, it is Portledge 63, Collegiate 44. Baines finishes with 26 on the night, and what can just be described as a amazing Portledge victory. They love this one, and for the Panthers, they're happy they're moving on. They'll have home court advantage throughout these playoffs. We'll see if we can get Follett quickly over here for a quick word. We shall see. 63-44, once again, your final here. It was a high-pressing, high-scoring game, and we now see Follett coming over. We'll get him quickly for a word, and then we'll send you on your way on this Wednesday night. As now here comes Anthony Follett in this one. And only can be described here as a great game tonight. Give it to me. What allowed you guys to win this one?
Just hard work, defense. We came into the game knowing we were more aggressive, so we took that to our advantage, and we just gave it our all.
You had a couple clutch buckets. What'd that do for the momentum swing and allow you to get this victory tonight?
Yeah, so whenever my name is called, I come out there and try to do my best. At that given time, it was my moment, so yeah.
And then finally, are you looking ahead? Either Trinity or Fieldston Friday night. What are you guys going to bring?
We're going to give it our all as usual. Can't let go of anything. Got to give it our all, so.
Can't wait. We'll be here with you. Thanks again, Ed. Great
Thank you.
game.
Appreciate
We'll
it.
see you all on Friday night. The Panthers win in this one, 63-44 your final. We'll see you on Friday.